my name is Kayleigh and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing Ultra League Premier Cup. I'm going to be showcasing 3 different teams, including my all-time favourite Premier team. These battles were filmed against 2 amazing members of the Fight Club community, Trafalgar and Jamie. If you're interested in joining the club for practice battles, tips, hints, help and advice, all you have to do is follow the Facebook link down below and join the group. We have multiple battle chats in Messenger as well as a raid chat too. Okay, without any further ado, let's jump into the fights. So this first team features a Gallade lead. I know Gallade is super popular on the safe swap, but I love it as a lead too. It has such a good damage output and really good matchups against a lot of the water type leads, as we're about to see right here. So with this lead, I'll be throwing confusions, but I'm not going to throw a Leaf Blade straight away as I am expecting a catch. There we go in with the Snorlax. Now of course close combat will hit for super effective fighting versus normal. So we build past a close combat and then throw a Leaf Blade because close combat is going to heavily lower my defences. We managed to bait them into a shield. Now I got greedy here. I wanted to get one more confusion in and then swap into my Swampert, but the Snorlax got to the Body Slam. Now Body Slam does just short of half of my health on that Gallade, so I really didn't want to take that one, so I had to shield. But we finally got in with our Swampert and we're now throwing the Hydro Cannon. This doesn't do that much because Snorlax is very bulky in Ultra League. I don't go to throw this next Hydro Cannon because I know I can take a Body Slam, or if it's one of the more damaged moves, this School Bash, I can definitely take it, and the lick damage really isn't adding up that much. So I wanted to build up to 2 Hydro Cannons before I threw this one, so I had one ready for whatever comes in next. And it is a Gengar coming in next. It's a shame I haven't got a bit more health on this Swampert because Earthquake would probably one-hit KO that thing as it's super effective, ground on poison, but Gengar is quite squishy, so they have to shield that Hydro anyway. Now I'm going to come in with Muk as Dark type is super effective against Ghost, but I tell you what else is super effective, Lag against me. We got some terrible lag just there. We got one fast move through, I think, but the game decides, okay, she's had enough lag, we'll work for her. They swap out that Swampert and I come straight in with Gallade, which has a Leaf Blade ready as I farmed a little bit of that Snorlax in the beginning. Leaf Blade is going to one-hit KO, and now Confusion is going to do for crazy damage because Psychic is super effective against Poison. Okay, we are going in. And a Leaf Blade is not very effective of course because poison resists grass, but all it takes is one more confusion after that and the game is done. If I had to rank these teams, this is the one I would rank lowest and would recommend the least, purely because I think Togekiss would be better replaced by Drifblim or Gengar, but sadly I don't have them built. Now we pick up a super positive lead here. Venusaur onto a Shadow Swampert is fantastic. It could be running Sludge Bomb though, so we've got to watch out for that. I don't throw the Frenzy, as I was expecting that switch, and I come in with a Swampert of my own to hit that Ampharos for super effective damage with my ground type fast move. Now I don't bother charging up to Earthquake, I just throw a Hydro because as you can see, that does over half of that Ampharos' health, because being a Shadow it's quite squishy. Now I decide not to shield up this first move, and I'm hoping it's not Focus Blast as that will do a good chunk. But it's the Elite Dragon Pulse, which does a really good chunk anyway. Now I decide to commit to the farm down here, knowing, yep, they're probably going to get to a Thunder Punch before I can farm down, so I have to commit a shield. This is fine by me though, as this loads me up with 2 Hydro Cannons and a loaded Swampert is dangerous in pretty much any situation. Now it's either that Shadow Swampert coming back, or we're going to see the 3rd Pokemon in the lineup. Let's have a look. Come on. Ooh, okay. We've got a Gyarados, so my Hydro Cannons will be resisted because water resists itself, but it's a strong move and that's a Shadow, so they'd still do, yep, a good chunk, somewhere between a quarter and a third I think. Gyarados takes down my poor Swampert, but that's okay. We're going to come in with Togekiss for the charm damage, bait out the Swampert and come straight in with Venusaur. Now I've got a Frenzy Plant loaded as I didn't throw in this initial matchup. I've also got a tiny bit of extra health too. So they block that Frenzy, and okay, they're at their move. Now, they're definitely past the Hydro Cannon, so I've got to shield this just in case it's Sludge Wave. And it is, yeah. That would probably KO or come really close from a Shadow. so gotta respect that. Now we're going for the full farm down, so we're ready with energy to throw at this Gyarados. So as you can see, Jamie is running a triple shadow team. His challenge is to do this throughout the entire season. It's been a lot of fun to follow along with, and I'll definitely be shoutcasting some of those triple shadow teams, so stay tuned for that. The third and final team is by far my favourite for Premier. This team was showcased by Shrady, and that's where I got it, so big props to him. So picking up a super positive lead here, Shadow Machamp, a fighting type on the ice type Cryogonal. As you can see, those counters are hitting for crazy damage. I'm not throwing though, and managed to sneak through an extra counter there. Now I can shield up this first move from them. They're hoping to get the boost, but don't, and from here I'm confident I can counter all the way down. Now let's have a look what they're going to bring in. Okay, Venusaur. So we're going to go for Rock Slide, as Cross Chop is resisted by the poison typing of Venusaur. As this is a shadow, it will do a decent chunk. Yeah, it's done over a third, getting close to half of the HP. So they're probably going to have to shield this unless they want that Venusaur to go almost into the red. Yep, they do decide to shield, and let's see. Okay, I don't think they've farmed up too much extra energy here. I think they've pretty much just got to the Frenzy Plant and thrown. I'm happy to let Machamp go down because I have Fire-type Charizard in the back. They bring in Ursaring, so I say, okay, we'll bring in Muk. Muk is my safe swap, and he is the one I want in here because I want to line up the Charizard with that Venusaur when it comes back in the endgame. Now Ursaring has Play Rough as I'd expect, but that hits for neutral because it's super effective against Dark, but resisted by Poison. Ursaring it's not squishy, it's not bulky, it's kind of mid-ground, but Dark Pulse will do a decent amount of damage anyway as it's a really strong move. Now I decide to shield up here because I can keep the Dark Pulse I've got, or almost got, yep, definitely got, on that Muk and throw it straight at the Venusaur. You get a bit of lag, but it doesn't really affect anything too much. The Venusaur comes in, we immediately throw that Dark Pulse to take a shield, and my switch clock has run down, so I can swap in Charizard. Bit of over tapping there from me, but we eventually throw that Dragon Claw. Now you'll have seen how spicy Trafalgar's picks are. I'll be shoutcasting some teams from him, so stay tuned for that too. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below as it really helps. And comment too, let me know what you thought of the teams. Did you have a favourite? And what are you guys running? You going open or Premier? Do subscribe if you're interested in PvP. I post 2 PvP videos a week as a minimum for you, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of that. And don't forget, there's a link to the Fight Club Facebook page in the description. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, Fight Club!